All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. We the brothers here, Great Millstone, Atlanta. I got with me today.
All
right, and before we get started, we're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well and push out this word at a high frequency. Also, peace, safety, and much love to the elect members laboring around the four corners of the earth, giving all diligence to make the calling of election sure. All right, we're gonna go into the scriptures, basically, through the spirit, the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, to edify the elect, just to kind of exhort tonight, which is the Sabbath. Today's date is today is June the 11th, 2018, year of prophecy, Sabbath. And basically this live stream, man, we're gonna go into don't be a tempter in Satan's kingdom. And what I mean by that is don't get a thrill out of tempting Satan or tempting the Lord. When you wanna see how far you can push the envelope, right, just because you think that the Most High is with you. You think you could get some kind of hall pass to maneuver around America and do whatever you want to do because you're in a camp. Don't be no tempter. All right. When the brothers admonish, when brothers correct and reprove you, when you read these scriptures, there are do's and don'ts that comes with this. There's rules and regulations that come with being in this truth. So don't be going outside of your boundaries thinking that you got a green light because you already protected. So you can do certain things. You are parlaying with people of the world. Yeah. Satan present an opportunity and you think you can get away with it. There's all kind of different aspects of tempting the Lord, man. Thinking that it's okay to be missing camp, thinking it's okay to only do 2 videos a week instead of 3. Just being a big tempter, an unruly child in America. You can't move like that. And first you got to understand what the fear of the Lord is. Okay, you got to understand the fear. Child in America, Salaki. All right, you have to have the fear of the Lord within you, and it'll keep you in straight paths. It'll keep you, walking that straight and narrow path. So whenever temptation comes, that fear of the Lord is going to kick in, and it's going to cause you to actually react according to the scriptures and not according to the flesh. Because temptations, they come in the form of flesh. All right, so you don't want to feed the temptation because ultimately it's Satan tempting you, and you don't want to feed the temptation that he's coming with. So I got a quick scripture, Jeremiah 5:11. It's like Jeremiah 5:21. If you can read it for me.
Said Jeremiah 5:21.
Yeah, Jeremiah 5:21. Because the temptations is going to elevate. There's a lot more scenarios is going to come about. A lot more opportunities Satan is going to present. When the trenches. When we really get into the trenches, Satan is going to present opportunities to sell brothers out. Satan is going to present opportunities through women, through money, through jobs, through the lust of the flesh. He's going to present a lot of opportunities. Satan is going to tempt you, but you don't want to feed into the temptations. All right, so bring that out.
This is Jeremiah 5:21. It says, "Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and not see, which have ears and hear not."
That's right. Keep reading.
Verse 22. Fear ye not me, saith the Lord. Will ye not tremble at my presence?
That's right. We supposed to tremble at the presence of the Lord, man. Shalom, brother. Tazamak. Shalom, bro. We supposed to tremble at the presence of the Lord, man. Whenever we get the slightest inclination that we might be going off, we supposed to, turn back wholeheartedly in repentance. We supposed to tremble at the presence of the Lord, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, which have placed the sand for the bound of the sea by a perpetual decree, that it cannot pass it.
Go ahead.
And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail.
That's right. Keep going.
Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it.
Yeah, so we dealing with a power that created a seashore to where these waves are rushing, real fast towards the sea line. And because the Lord gave the word through a decree, not to pass the waters, even restrain themselves, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's rushing water.
Yeah.
That's turbulent water rushing, towards the seashore. And because the Lord commanded the water not to surpass that seashore, the water stops, man. Mm-hmm. So what about us that have the breath of life? What about us brothers that's in this truth, that's trying to walk according to this way? You can't be a tempter, man.
Right.
All right. You can't try to surpass that boundary, so to speak. Try to go outside what Yahweh Shema Shai commanded us to do. Mm-hmm. And be out here, frolicking and parlaying with all of these people out here in the world, getting all wrapped up in the affairs of this life.
Yes, if I could say, just a bit onto your point, man, because when you in a wrong situation, or that Satan is tempting you, you'll know, man. You know, if you're in the right spirit, you'll know. As soon as it happens, you're like, man, it's safe.
Yep.
So you got to be circumspect and watch out, man, and not fall into that trap.
That's right. That's right, bro. Because there's all kind of snares and traps throughout Babylon the Great that Satan, is basically setting up to try to trip up the elect. But you can't fall for it, man. You gotta hold your ground. You can't be that tempter. And when you excuse me, when you look up the word tempter, it goes into to force something maliciously. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get it real quick if I can find it. Let me see. I had it earlier, but I'll find it. I'll get that word tempter because it goes into basically to surpass boundaries or to force something with malicious intent, man. All right. So especially these times that we're about to go through now, man, you want to flee as many temptations as possible, man, because Satan is going to tempt you in the flesh. That's one thing that's going to happen. The scriptures speak about manifold temptations, but you don't want to actually add temptations to what Satan is already bringing to you. Satan gonna look at you like, oh, this nigga's easy.
Yeah, he gonna keep coming.
Go ahead, Op.
Verse 23. It says, "But this people have a revolting and rebellious heart. They are revolted and gone."
Yeah, this is talking about Israel. It said this people have a revolted and a rebellious heart. And look at these people out here. Yeah. Look at all these niggas and these nigga women, these Hispanics, these Native Americans. All they do is tempt the Lord on a daily basis. Yep. They provoke the Lord to anger. And what does the Lord do? He sends Satan to them. Yeah.
And he casts down judgment on them. And then these people always like, why this happening? Why this happening? Because you tempted the Most High, man.
Yep.
That's right. Exactly why it happened.
That's right. And that's why us brothers, we have to like the brother Barak Gabar, he got a page called Rebuke the Tempter, which you got to rebuke the tempter, man, which is Satan, because the Most High basically sends Satan out to be the tempter. When you have certain situations that pop up, it's Satan, man. It ain't the Most High. That's why the scripture say, "Let no man say he is tempted of the Most High." But bring out that James 4:7, and then we'll get a couple of. I see the brother Tazamat put 1 Peter 5 up. So
that's spirit. I had that. I was holding that.
We'll get that next.
This James 4:7. It says, "Submit yourselves therefore to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you." Yeah, so you're supposed to resist Satan, man. When you see Satan coming up trying to provoke you, trying to get you to be carnal, trying to get you to go off, trying to get you to reel you into the lust of the flesh and the things of this world, you're supposed to resist it, man. You ain't supposed to feed the temptation, man, because it does what? It brings more demons. The demons then could be like, "Hey, come over here. He's easy. Come this way. Come this way." You want to resist it, man. You want to have a border, a boundary, man. You like the scripture say, they say offend less in the Apocrypha. If I can find it, I get it. The scripture speak about offending less. All right. And how do you offend less? Through obedience. Through obedience, not giving heed to Satan, which Satan is the king of the flesh, man. He's the king of carnality. So he always presents opportunities through what? Through carnality. That's right. So you have to rebuke, you have to resist it, man. You have to restrain yourself from giving in to the temptation, because if not, you'll be taken. You'll be taken by Satan. All right. Read that one more time out there. You can bring out that 1 Peter 5. This James 4:7. It says, submit yourselves therefore to the Most High. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you.
That's right. He'll leave you alone. If you resist him, he'll be like, oh man, I can't crack this guy. Now I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm gonna leave him be. I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
He loves the Lord, like Job.
Yeah, Job.
You know, he like Job. Satan, after a while, Satan was ordered to depart from Job, and the Lord did what? He restored everything unto Job, manifold, man. You know, so that's the type of spirit we got to be in, man. Even though Satan coming, he try to take certain things away from us, that like certain necessities, you know, try to get in the way of your livelihood, get in the way of your spirituality. You gotta know how to resist this devil, because this is his kingdom. All right, this is Satan's kingdom. So you don't want to be a tempter, a guy that like pushing the envelope in Satan's kingdom,
because you're gonna get defeated. You know, it's a lot of guys who think that they can defeat Satan because they did a certain thing and nothing happened to them yet. Yeah, you know.
Yep, and they really get a thrill out of trying Satan. They get a thrill out of it. Like, yeah, man. No, man. Satan, he got minions, man. He got minions. Like one legion is over 7,000 demons, man. He got reinforcements, man. Don't think just because you got one up on Satan one time that it is always going to be like that. He come back with stronger energy, stronger vibrations, man, to try to reel you in from the lust of the flesh. Whatever your fantasies is, whatever, you know, you dreamed about as a child, you know, opportunities, jobs, women, cars, clothes, you know, money. It's so many aspects that you can be tempted in, and you want to limit, you know, what you feed into, man. You got to resist it. You got to do the Heisman on Satan, man. It's like, man, nah, man. Even though I want to, man, nah, man. That's Satan. That's Satan, man. You know, I got that 1 Peter for you. This is 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Yeah, that's right, man. Satan is out here just looking for that easiest catch, man. Those guys who aren't sober and vigilant, you know, being circumspect, you know, just basically always knowing what's going on. You know, Satan is looking for those guys who just lost in the sauce, basically.
That's right,
you know, and he go get you. You know, that's why it's important to take heed to what brothers are saying in the spirit, you know, because certain stuff is getting pushed out to where it's like, nah, and you can't do that. No, you can't do this, you can't do that, man. You know, like you shouldn't be at the hottest club in your city by yourself. Period.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, going out to 2/3 nigga clubs.
Yeah.
Where it's just weed, inundated with weed in the air. You know, just nastiness and filth, dirty music, dirty people. You shouldn't be up in them vibrations, man. You know, trying to balance 1,000 women in the truth. You know, missing camp because you are trying to get to that money. Even though, you know, you got it's exceptions. Some brothers have to work. All right, but you don't want to feed the temptation, man. You don't want to feed what Satan is tempting you with. You want to resist it, man. All right, and it's gonna go into that in the next verse. Matter of fact, this is verse 9. It says, "Whom," which is talking about Satan. It says, "Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world." So we have to understand that we resist Satan through our belief. That's how we resist his temptations, through us believing in his word, to us understanding that it's a higher power whose name is Yahweh, his son's name is Yahweh Shai. The kingdom of heaven is close. You know, the Lord is going to give us everything that our hearts can imagine, plus more. You know, wickedness is going to be obliterated. Righteousness is going to be established forever. We'll be able to meet Yahweh Shai. We'll be able to have the heathens up under our rule. These are the things that we have to believe in order to resist Satan.
That's right.
Because if you have a hole in your faith, if your faith is not intact and whole, but it's an actual place of penetration, Satan gets in there and he offers you opportunities through the flesh. You know, Through the flesh, man.
What the scripture say? The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Yep.
You know?
That's what, Yahushua told that to the disciples. He said, watch as well as pray.
Yeah.
He's like, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. This flesh is weak, man. Because we can actually see carnal relief, which is temporary. You know, you see, you thinking that you can balance 10 women in the truth. Because why? Because you see a fat ass, you see nice titties, nice body, cute face. You know, it's easy. You just want to, and you really urging it to get one off, to shoot one off. So it's an easy relief, but you got to think what comes with that. You know, she gonna throw you off your pivot. She gonna want your time. She gonna want your effort. She gonna want your money. She gonna be asking you what you do on Saturdays. All of these things just so you can bust one off.
Yeah.
You got to resist that stuff, man, because it's the flesh. It's the flesh. These spiritual things, you got to have spiritual sight. Like it tells you that in Proverbs, where there is no vision, the people perish. So you got to have spiritual vision in order to resist Satan, man. Because he gonna throw them shots, like the scriptures tell you about the fiery darts of Satan. You know, I'm gonna get one real quick from the brother Tazamak Dabar. Shalom, my brother.
Hey, shalom,
and the brother Faith Restored. Shalom to you too as well, man. Yahweh Shema Shai Brakathum. All right, this is Hebrews chapter 10, verse 23. Let us hold fast the profession of our faith without wavering, for he is faithful that promised.
Yeah, without wavering, man. You gotta be unmovable in this thing. You know, a lot of people, a lot of guys fall off that straight narrow gate, man, into that fire. You know, that's that temptation. You know, you focus, you got the tunnel vision, then all of a sudden you veer into the left.
Yep.
You know, because you got distracted. You know, are you driving the car and you may get a text message or something, you looking off, and all of a sudden you fall into the next lane.
Yep.
You know?
Ooh, that's a good point.
That's what happened. You know? You gotta be focused, man, and unmovable. You know, that was a beautiful precept that the brother put in there.
That's right. And in that wavering, that goes like what the brother Karatazar saying, that means be unmovable. You know, you got to be rooted. Your faith got to be rooted in the foundation, which that foundation is who? Yahweh Shai. And in order to be rooted, that means what? You got to firmly believe in that foundation.
Right.
Because when Yahweh Shai, with this foundation being laid, if you plant yourself or if you plant your spirit into that foundation, you ain't gonna go nowhere. But you gotta be properly planted through the spirit, man. And that means what? You gotta water yourself with the word. All right. I'm gonna get a quick precept. 1 Corinthians chapter 10
and 13
and 22. Well,
22.
Yeah. Get 22. We can get 13 too.
Yeah, that's what I was. But I'll start at 22.
God.
It's 1 Corinthians 10 and 22. It says, do we provoke the Lord to jealousy? Are we stronger than he?
Yeah, so you got to remember, man, the Lord is a jealous power. So Satan, why does Satan present temptations? Why do Satan always come with crazy opportunities and crazy lust of the flesh? Because he wants to pull you away from the Lord. He wants you to provoke the Lord to jealousy. So the Lord can actually give Satan the green light to bring judgment on your ass, man. That's his mission. Pull you away from the Lord, make the Lord angry, so that the Lord can bring jealousy. So that the Lord can bring judgment on you. That's what Satan is doing, man. He wants to pull you away from the Lord and then be like, see, look at him. Then the Lord, put out that judgment on you, man.
That's right.
All right. So we shouldn't provoke the Lord to anger and jealousy, man. Always, giving into the flesh, man. Give in to the spirit. Follow the spiritual callings, man. Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 23. It says, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient.
Right. So it's lawful to put a faggot to death or curse a faggot out. But is it expedient to curse out every faggot in the grocery store?
Right.
At every restaurant?
Right.
Is it expedient to do these things?
Right.
I keep it running. It's not expedient. It's not expedient to do these things, man. All right. So you want to watch what you're giving into, man. Even though you can have 2 and 3 women, it's not expedient. It's not expedient, man. Okay, I'm gonna continue reading. It says, this is 1 Corinthians 10 and 23. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. See, this thing is about edification. All right. This thing is about uplifting the house of David, man. Building upon that proper foundation, which is Yahweh Shai, and building on it properly. All right. Not giving in to the lust of the flesh. All right. These things that we see taking place out here, these opportunities and these carnal, this carnal aspect of America, it's temporal, man. Hey, shalom, brother. Shalom to all the brothers chiming in. The water for the precepts, Lord willing, we gonna get those, you know. But it's all temporal. It's temporary. The flesh is temporary. So why would we forsake everlasting life and incorruption for corruption? All right. Why would we do that? Because and the reason why you can give heed to Satan's and his temptations is because you can see it with the eye. You can actually feel it. You can touch it. You can see it. You can hold it. You can possess it. You know, it's a fleshly desire that Satan presents. All right. So we want to be careful when we moving in this truth, not to tempt the Lord like they tempted the Lord back in Egypt, man, in the wilderness. The Lord was wroth with the children of Israel in Egypt. That's why he left their asses in there for 40 years. The Lord was angry with the children of Israel. That's why he put their asses into slavery. All right. The Lord was angry with the children of Israel. That's why he brought the Greeks down on us, the Romans down on us. All right. The British, the French, the Spaniards. Why? Because Jake is a big nation of tempters. Yep. They love to tempt and they love to make covenants and pacts with the devil. And the devil sell them out every time. Yep. Satan sell them out every time. He forsake the children of Israel every goddamn time. Every time you sacrifice to Baal, Peor, you know, to Ashtaroth, to all of these other Roman gods and these Roman pagan deities, these Babylonian deities, these American deities. Every time Israel sacrificed to these deities, that power forsake them.
Yep.
Every time. And then they end up being in a jacked up situation.
It's happening today.
Yep.
You know, you see Jake falling right into Esau's lap, man. And ultimately they ain't gonna make it into the kingdom of heaven. You know?
Yep.
It's the same thing. You know, the scriptures is basically repeating itself.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
I got a preset.
Go ahead, bro.
This is Psalms 125:3. It says, "For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hands unto iniquity."
That's right. See, it says the rod of the wicked will not rest upon the righteous unless the righteous put their hands towards iniquity. So that's when Satan gets free range to do whatever he want to do. When you partake in the wickedness, man. Yep. When you give heed to the flesh, that's when Satan can be like, "Yes, I got him." Then he go report back to the Lord like, "Look at him, look at him, look at him."
You just sitting there just going all the way off.
Yep. Going slap off. Then you get caught out there. Either you get cussed out, you get rebuked, suspended, kicked out, judged, put to death.
Yep.
You might lose a house, lose a family, whatever the case may be. You know, because you give heed to the tempter. In America, man, the best thing to do while we're here in America, brothers, is live a simple life.
Yeah.
Go to work, push this word, pray, fast, read, study. If you got children, you know, of course, take care of your family, do certain things with your family. You know, you can have certain hobbies, you know, whether, you know, it's fishing or whatever, you know, but just live a simple life, man. Don't be trying to live this American dream, this illustrious lifestyle. Because where money comes, there's opportunity. Yep. Where there's opportunity in America, there's Satan.
Yep.
All right, believe that. All right, I got one real quick. This is 1 Thessalonians or 2 Thessalonians. Is it 2 1 Thessalonians, chapter 3, and verse 5. It says, "For this cause, when I could no longer forbear, I sent to know your faith, lest by some means the tempter have tempted you, and our labor be in vain." So a lot of you guys that left Great Millstone and you teaching some wayward doctrine, you guys that came into this faith and you left it for a woman, you left it for your family, you left it for your job, you just got tired and you just wanted to do something else, you wanted to rap or sing or be an actor or a dancer or a musician, your labor was in vain because you got tempted by the tempter, man.
That's right.
So now when it's time to check your faith ain't on no level because Satan is doing what? He's smothering your faith now. Through what? Through opportunities.
Sorry.
Now you don't believe in the Lord no more. You believe in your career. You believe in your woman. You believe in your family. You believe in your house. You believe in your 401k.
Putting the Lord on the back burner, man.
You believe in yourself.
Yep.
Putting the Lord on the back burner. Because a lot of you guys that's teaching all this bull crap right now, you believe in yourself.
Yep.
You teach it for vainglory. So you got tempted. Now your labor's in vain. All right. So these are the things that we got to consider, man. I'm gonna go to verse 6. It says, but now when Timotheus came from you unto us and brought us good tidings of your faith and charity, and that ye have good remembrance of us always, desiring greatly to see us as we also to see you. So that when the Lord comes and he send that Satan comes and tempt you and you resist, you get a good report. A good report goes back to you in the spirit world, man. All right. Because Satan can't crack you. He can't crack your faith. You still stand down. You still praying, fasting, repenting, going to camp, pushing the word, doing the best you can, stand in the right spirit, accepting rebuke, stand in order. You know? So when the report goes up, you know, Satan does what? He's like, hey, well, you like same thing with Job.
Yep, same thing with Job.
He had to give a good report on Job, man. Why? Because Job, he resisted the temptations, man. He didn't give in to it. He was locked and lodged into the spirit of Yahweh Bashana Shai.
That's right.
Okay?
Even when his woman came.
Yeah.
You know, these women, man, they play a major part, man, in that tempting. You know? Because you get easily thrown off by a woman. That's
right. I'm gonna get a quick precept.
I had something after you too.
You bring it out now.
Yeah, because you were speaking about how these guys pursuing the money, putting the Lord basically on the back burner. This is 1 Timothy 6 and 8, not 9. It says, but they that will be rich fall into temptation and the snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. You know, so when you pursuing that career and not doing the work, man, you falling into your own destruction. You know, you trying to be the biggest rapper in your city. You know, it's nothing wrong with getting money, man. It's just a certain way how to do it.
It's a spirit behind it.
It's a spirit behind it. You know, and if you go about it the wrong way, man, you lead yourself into your own death. You know, that was pretty much the point.
All right, Con. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 13 and verse 9. If thou be invited of a mighty man, withdraw thyself, and so much the more will he invite thee. So, hey, who is that mighty man right now? Esau. You know, it say when you invited of a mighty man, which, you know, he come and tempt you, you know, he say what? Withdraw yourself. He gonna do what? He gonna press on you, man. Come on. It's Satan, right? It says, press thou not upon him, lest thou be put back. Stand not far, lest thou be forgotten. Affect not to be made equal unto him in talk, and believe not his many words. For with much communication will he tempt thee, and smiling upon thee will he get out thy secrets. And that's all Esau, the left-hand side really is trying to do. He's trying to get you to forsake the Lord, man. He's trying to get you to forsake the brotherhood, man, to leave, man, to stop pushing his word the right way. That's what he's trying to do.
That's right.
So even if you go and you start teaching a whole nother doctrine, Satan still got you. Even though you still going to the highways and byways, you're still doing videos and sit downs. You ain't teaching the truth. You got Shakya right now, which is speaking about King Solomon is not Yahweh Shai. Yes, he is Yahweh Shai, man. All right, that's biblical prophecy, man. All right, he is Yahweh Shai, which we'll do that. That's another lesson for another day. But it's showing that even though Shakya is still holding the Bible, he's still going to camp, you know, and it appears as if he's trying, he's still going off. All right. Verse 12. But cruelly he will lay up thy words and will not spare to do thee hurt and to put thee in prison. All right. So that means what, man? You got to watch out for the temptations, man, for the tempter, man. You know, because he's out here in America in abundance, and he's primarily focused on the elect. The tempter, Satan, ain't too much worried about 2/3 niggas, man. He already got them.
Yeah, he already got them.
Niggas already in the bag. His main mission is the elect, man. Not the elect off they pivot, man. Yeah. Because by us staying down in the faith, he's losing his power. All right. So we got to stay locked into this thing and don't be moving around America like a nigga, man.
You want to blend in. You know, you don't want to be noticed everywhere you go, man. You just loud. You know, being a nigga, you know, pants sagging, you know what I'm saying? Trying to holler at she's 40 feet away from you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not being, you tempt to say.
That's right. That's right. I got something for you real quick. This is Proverbs 25 and 28. He that have no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Meaning what? You don't got no protection.
Yeah. That Satan just gonna flee right into you.
Yeah, you ain't got no protection. You ain't got no boundaries. You know, you just a free. It's a free for all, man.
Yeah,
because you don't know how to rule your spirit. You just all into anything, man.
Yeah,
any and everything, man. You just fleshed out. You know, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful, man. You know, but you had something. No, I'm gonna get a couple of them off the comment board. This is Lamad Yazayan, Romans 8 and 6. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. And that's the mission, man. To be spiritually minded, man. To transform our process of thinking. All right, to return back to the old paths and put on that new man through the Spirit, so that we can walk like true spiritual soldiers through the valley of dry bones, man. Through this damn hellhole, man. All right, but if you give into the pot of death, you're just gonna be a product of it, man.
Yep.
You know, we're supposed to abstain from all appearances of evil and workings of iniquity, man. Live a good life, man. You know, that's right, brother. Verse 7: because the carnal mind is enmity against the Most High, for it is not subject to the law of the Most High, neither indeed can be. All right. Tazumak Debar, 1 Thessalonians 5 and 11. Wherefore comfort yourselves together and edify one another, even as also ye do. That's right. And that goes right back to that scripture in Corinthians where they say all things are lawful, but it's not edifying. We gotta move in an edifying spirit, man. You know, a lot of times we'll get lodged into the fact that we just want to please our flesh. Or we want to please the flesh, but is it edifying? You know, you want 3 women, but is it edifying right now? No, it's not edifying, man. You're gonna get thrown off. We ain't in our kingdom. You can't properly live with 3 women, 2 women.
Right.
You know, you got too much on your plate. You at war. If you at war, man, you don't even see your wife and kids. You gone. You're in a whole nother post. You're in a whole nother part of the world. You know, this is Lamar Yazayan, Romans 8 and 8. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the Most High. That's right, brother. You know, being in the flesh, man, the Lord is not pleased with the flesh because it's temporal, man. It's not of him. It's clay. You know, the Lord is of spirit, man. You know, he loves the things of the spirit. He's trying to see who's able to conquer the flesh, not give into the flesh.
Right.
He wants to see the spirits that's put here who can actually conquer this realm so that the glory and the magnificent power of Yahweh Shema Shai can be manifest in this realm and show the flesh, show Satan that hey, man, you know, the power is really in the spirit.
Yeah.
You know, that's right. Proverbs 24 and 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small, man. That's right, man. You know, because going into the times, man, you know, tribulation, Jacob's trouble, it's gonna be hella temptations happening then, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hella, demons out here trying to get us, throw our faith off. If you faint, man, in that day, you done, man.
If you faint now, you definitely ain't gonna be ready for Jacob's trouble.
You gonna take the chip.
Yeah, you gonna take the chip, man.
You're gonna be looking. You're gonna be asking for directions to the closest chip store.
Mm-hmm.
Where they chipping people at, bro?
Yeah.
Con, no covering, brother. Faith restored. This is the last one, then we're gonna wrap it up. Romans 12:2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High, man. And that's what it's about, pleasing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for once in a while. Not forever, man. We got to please the Lord forever.
Mm-hmm.
We should be tired of seeing the Lord be disappointed in this nation. We should be tired of going through all of this bullshit, man. All right. So we got to learn to put the Lord first, man. Imagine the pain and the hurt that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has to go through looking at Jake,
right,
being niggas every day,
mm-hmm.
Not calling on his name, not believing in his power,
believing false power.
Yeah, which has done nothing for them. But then the Lord's done everything for us. And Jake still have a hard time being obedient to the Lord, man. That's hurtful. Jake don't think like that because they think about themselves because they're in the flesh. Mm-hmm. The Lord is pissed off with 2/3, man. He's tired of 2/3, man. After thousands of years, man, you still, spitting in the Lord's face, man. Casting his words behind you. That's why the 144,000 and the 1/3 is a very, very crucial number to this nation, man. Mm-hmm. All right. Through the obedience to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the nation will be restored to this fullest potential of righteousness, man. That's the type of mind frame we got to be in, man. To hell with this flesh, man.
That's right.
All right. We have to stay down in the spirit so we can reap the spiritual benefits of it, man. We haven't seen the glory of this thing yet, man. All right. Because we hear Satan's kingdom, it just seems like, man, damn, man, I'm tired of this shit. But we got to think about the kingdom. We got to meditate on the things that the Lord is going to prepare for us for staying in the spirit. Mm-hmm. The blessings of the spirit far outweighs the blessings of the flesh, man. Right. Far outweighs it, man. So don't give in to the tempter. Don't give in to Satan while you're here in America, man. And Satan he has diverse temptations, man. He comes in every form, man. Women, children, family, houses, jobs, money, cars, clothes, betrayal. Satan comes in so many forms, man. Hatred, maliciousness. Mm-hmm. He comes from everywhere. Revenge. Yeah. A brother might rebuke you and you forget about everything. You just want to get revenge. Yeah. It's temptation, man. Yeah. So be careful. All right? Rebuke the tempter, man. Don't give heed to Satan. The water for all of you brothers for chiming in on the comment board. We glad that this was edifying to you brothers that received it. And just stay locked and lodged in the spirit, man. Be vigilant, be circumspect. We getting close to this thing. Any day something's gonna pop off, man. And our spiritual antennas gotta be up. Mm-hmm. We gotta be up, man. We gotta see what's going on, man. All right. So with that, we're gonna close out giving our praises to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Kakodash. Double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Also, peace, safety, and much love to the elect men, women, and children. Until the next lesson, we say shalom.
Shalom.